Hey everybody, it's vinyl update time. I'm way overdue, and this is probably going to end up being done in 3 parts because I got so much stuff. So I'll start off with probably my favorite of what I've got, or at least one of them. Actually, a few of these first ones are really great records, but here's one I bought brand new. Wolves in the Throne Room. And it's the BBC Sessions 2011 Anno Domini. It's 2 tracks performed at the BBC studios. Hopefully you can see that, it's not just all glare. Very good. I enjoyed this a lot. I was very happy to get it. I also, at the same time, I pre-ordered that one. I also pre-ordered the reissue of Sun Black one, and for some reason, just to let everybody know, Amazon CA sucks. If you pre-order stuff, you should be getting it, and they don't order enough for everybody who orders the albums, which is ridiculous. So I did a pre-order a couple weeks in advance and didn't even get what I ordered. So I'm really not impressed with Amazon. I don't know if I'll be using the actual Amazon, maybe some of the vendors on Amazon, but I think I've kind of reached the end of my patience with Amazon. Not impressed. But at least I got that one. And actually, the BS I had to go through that was, just to get that was ridiculous. I ordered that, and it came, and I opened the box, and it was, what's her name? One of the American Idol girls' Christmas album is what they sent me. So it was a bit of a fight to get that album. I'm glad I have it, but yeah, I hate Amazon. Next, I've got, this is really cool, John Cage and Lucas Foss. John Cage's Concerto for Prepared Piano and Orchestra, and Lucas Foss's Baroque Variations. Very cool. Some avant-garde. It's a nice fold-out on Nonesuch. They're both very interesting. Different, yet equally kind of interesting. The Lucas Foss has a little more melodies to it, and the John Cage is definitely a little more out there, but very good stuff, very cool. The prepared piano is great. He takes things, shoves it into the strings, mute strings to create different sounds, and yeah, very interesting, very cool stuff. Especially considering it was 1951. Everybody was listening to very different music than what these guys were creating at the time. Well, I guess Lucas Foss is 1967. That was a little later, so understandable by that point. But the John Cage, 1951. Really great stuff. Alright, next. Brian Eno, Discrete Music. And this has the ambient piece, Discrete Music. And then it's got 3 variations on the canon in D major by Pachelbel. So Pachelbel's canon. And it's really interesting how they play with the piece. The only time you really recognize is when the side first starts, and other than that, you hear bits and pieces, but he's really done something interesting with the piece. Totally changed it into something really different than what it was originally. So yeah, that's an amazing album. Here's another one in the ambient series from Brian Eno. Liraji, I believe is his name. The Dance and Meditation are the pieces on here. Excellent, excellent. I believe he's playing hammered dulcimer on this, and really cool what he does with it. And I believe Eno goes over it and does some electronic treatment, but not a lot. Like, he doesn't overdo it. It's a really interesting album. I really enjoyed it. Next, here's a cool one. Unfortunately, it's a little bit dirty, but plays nice. Ravi Shankar. Ragas and Talas. And it's Ala Raka on the tabla. Very good. Very good album. Some more Indian music. This is on Nunsuch, The Music of India. I haven't had a chance to listen to this one yet, so looking forward to throwing that one on. Next. Oh, this is good. This is really good. John Renbourn, Lady and the Unicorn. It's an instrumental album. What a great guitar player. Really, really great playing on this. He does his versions of a lot of old traditional music, and I'm talking like really old, like before the Renaissance kind of stuff. Yeah, some really beautiful music on this. Great playing. Fantastic. Next, Paul Horn and Nexus. I think this one was recorded in Toronto, I believe. This is really good. Nexus is like a percussion group, and yeah, so Paul Horn doing his thing with a percussion group, and really good. I listened to side 1, haven't listened to side 2 yet, but I really enjoyed what I listened to. So, yeah, very good stuff. Here's a cool one. Swingin' Bach guitar. Franz Loffler on guitar, and Pierre Favre on drums. This stays very true to the timing of the music. He doesn't play around with it, he doesn't jazz it up. Just they play percussion to the way the piece would have originally done. And the instruments they use is guitar and bass. And it's a really good album. Really excellent playing. And it's kind of interesting to hear it. Because a lot of people will do their thing with Bach pieces in this way, and when they add drums, they jazz it up, they change it. This stays very true to the original compositions. So it's a very cool album. I enjoyed it. Here's one I got. New Messiah. So it's Handel's Messiah, and it was redone in late 60s, early 70s. So there's a rock group, but also there's still an orchestra there. I haven't had a chance to really give this a good listen yet, but yeah, I'm looking forward to like sitting down and giving it a better listen. And yeah, it seemed interesting, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Sometimes when you get these 70s groups that did their versions of classical stuff, sometimes it's mind-blowing. Oh, great, food's ready. Alright. This one's a soundtrack. Bilitis. It's the film by David Hamilton, music by Francis Lay. I was just curious what this would be like. Naked chicks on the cover, I don't know. There's a couple pieces that aren't bad, but for the most part I wasn't really that impressed with it. I just saw it sitting there and I thought, I wonder if this is good, and not so much. Thrift store buy, obviously. Now here's some thrift store buys. These are really cool because I was paid, what was it, $1 a piece for these. So, got New Order. This one's Brotherhood. In mint condition. I like that album actually because there's side A is more guitar oriented, not so much the synth stuff, and I find I like that better than their synth stuff. So I'm not a huge New Order fan, but when you can get them for $1 and they're in good condition, I'm going to go for it. Now here's another one, New Order, Low Life. It's a little bit dirty on the cover, and it's got the insert. But the vinyl is flawless. That's another $1 record. another one for $1. Couldn't believe these. The Smiths. Yeah. Strange Ways, Here We Come. Just a little bit of stuff here on the cover, but other than that, it's mint. Plays flawlessly. The Smiths, Rank. This one is mint condition. For $1. This one, unfortunately, this album kind of sucks. Iggy Pop, blah blah blah. When Bowie was doing his 80s thing, he was producer on this, and yeah, it's pretty terrible. Was not impressed. Ecstasy, Skylarking. This is good. I like this group. Yeah, some really interesting stuff on here. So I enjoyed this, and I'm sure that's actually an album I'll listen to. Oh, this is another, I can't believe I got this for $1 album. Tom Waits, Rain Dogs. And it's in mint condition. $1. And here's a few that I'm not that happy with. They're not really that good, but I do love this cover. Mick Jagger. It's Primitive Cool. Way Too Cheesy 80s. Rolling Stones from the 80s here. Dirty Work. I haven't even listened to this one yet. But I'm guessing from the color of their clothing, it's probably cheesy 80s as well. This has a couple good songs, this one. Spirit Destiny, Outland. There's a couple of decent tunes on this. I like the cover, so I thought I'd give it a shot. It was only $1. And there's a couple of good tunes, and the rest of it is kind of that commercial 80s that I'm not so much a fan of. And last but not least, this is extra terrible, but Justine was like, you gotta get it, because the cover's cool. And I agree, the cover's cool. I was hoping maybe it would have more of an industrial influence, but it's just kind of cheesy 80s pop dance stuff from Toronto, and not very good. But it is a cool cover, so well, we'll call that part 1, and I'll show off some more records in the next video.